I'll be sharing my presentation with you. And we have done 3 questions yesterday. And we calculated compound interest with the help of simple interest formula. Now today we are going to get introduced to the compound interest formula. So are your notebooks and pen ready? Because we'll be doing a lot of written work today. Okay. So
Yes.
okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So compound interest means interest on interest. That means if we have taken any money from the bank as a loan and the bank is charging the compound interest, that means at the end of every year my principal will change. The interest for that year will get accumulated, will be added to the principal, and that amount will be
Ma'am, I have some doubt.
all doubts will be solved after the class. Okay. So
Ma'am, the worksheet you send,
so you can send me the question number.
in that question 3. Question
Okay,
3.
so those
I have
doubts
a doubt.
those doubts will be taken afterwards, not during the class. Okay. So you can send me
Okay,
the
ma'am.
doubts. I will send you the answer. Okay. So let's move forward. So compound
Okay.
interest is interest on interest. Okay. So how do we calculate compound interest? There are 3 ways of calculating compound interest, and the 3 ways are displayed on the screen. One is that we calculate the interest annually, which is this compounded annually. Second is when we calculate the interest every half yearly. That means annually means only once in a year I'm going to calculate the interest. Compounded half yearly means in a year I'm going to calculate it 2 times. That means after finishing 6 months, I'm going to calculate. And then again for the second 6 months, I'm going to calculate again. Then third way is compounded quarterly. That means in a year, I'm going to calculate my interest 4 times. Quarter means 4. So every 3 months, I'm going to calculate the interest, add it to the principal and generate a new principal. So this is very high amount. This is very, very high. And annually is the lowest amount, because only in once in a year I'm going to calculate my interest. So my principal increases only once in a year. Here 2 times my principal gets affected, and here 4 times. All right. So we move on to the next one. Now, please be ready with your notebook and just see that I have flashed this formula. Basic formula of simple interest and compound interest amount is same. In simple interest, A is equal to P plus SI. In a compound interest, amount is equal to P plus CI. Here CI is compound interest. And how do we calculate this amount? This formula is written inside this blue box. Please copy this formula also and write the meaning of these letters which are used in the formula. Although you all are aware of this, P is principal, R is rate of interest, T is time. And then at the bottom of your screen, it is written, therefore compound interest after T years is CI is equal to A minus P. Now this formula and the first formula are same only. If you transpose P to the left side, it will become minus. So it becomes A minus P. So first formula, one line formula, and the last formula, they are same only.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, we can even write T as N, right?
Yes, yes. In many books, they have written N. I generally prefer T because it is more clear. Okay, you can write N
Okay, ma'am.
also. It's one and the same.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, beta. So these are the 3 formulas. Of these 3 formulas, first and third one are same only, different way of writing. Second one is the formula for amount. So please pay attention over here. This box, the formula is not for calculating compound interest. This formula is for calculating amount. Once you get the amount, then you put this amount over here in place of A, and principal you are already aware. So that is how you calculate compound interest. So this is unlike our simple interest formula where SI was P into T into R. We were directly calculating the interest. Here with this formula, we are not calculating the interest. We are calculating amount, the final amount which we are going to pay along with principal and the compound interest together. So for separately calculating compound interest, we apply this formula, which is compound interest is equal to A minus P, and A we get it from this formula. Okay. So next is when the interest is compounded half yearly, this is the formula for amount. Please write it down. The change is in rate percent and in time. Rate becomes half and time is double. Because 2 times you are calculating the interest in 1 year, so time gets doubled, and rate is in the question always the rate is given as per annum. Per annum means per year. So for one complete year they give you the rate. So when the interest is compounded half yearly, your rate has to be reduced by, it should be halved. So if for the complete year it is 10%, for half yearly it will become 5%. 10 by
Ma'am?
2, which will become 5%.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, so can we write 1 plus R upon 2 into 100?
Yes, that is one and the same thing. You can directly write R upon 200.
Excuse me, ma'am, I didn't understand that 2n.
2n, here n is actually number of years. So if I
Yes.
have taken a loan, let's say for 3 years, right?
Okay.
So what is happening? My interest is not getting calculated only 3 times, because my interest in 1 year, every year it is getting calculated 2 times. So in 3 years, how many times will it get calculated? 6 times, isn't
6
it?
times, yes. Yes,
If
ma'am.
I have taken a loan for 1 year and my interest is compounded half yearly, that means the bank is calculating every 6 months it is calculating the interest. So if I have taken a loan for 1 year, my interest is getting calculated 2 times. So that is why.
Yes.
And if I have taken it for 3 years, it is getting calculated for 6 years, 6 times, sorry. It is getting calculated 6 times. Understood?
So we
Because
have to multiply the time by
time with
2.
2. That is why we double up the time.
Oh,
Understood?
thank you, ma'am.
Yashraj?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we move on to the next one. This is when your compound interest is calculated quarterly. Quarter means 4. So that means in a year there are 12 months. And if I have to calculate my interest 4 times in 1 year, that means after every 3 months, I am calculating the interest. First 3 months, I calculated the interest. I added to the initial principal. My principal gets affected after the 3rd month only, right? Then again for next 3 months, I calculated. Again, my principal got affected. So that is why if my rate is given for 1 complete year, I divide that rate by 4. Just remember this, that quarterly means 4. So your rate will get divided by 4 and time will get multiplied by 4.
Ma'am,
Yes, Toshit.
ma'am, this formula quarterly is for CI or amount, because here it is written CI.
No,
This
it
formula
is, it is amount. It is amount. It is amount. Please correct this. It is amount. Amount is equal to P 1 plus R upon 4 upon 100 and raised to the power 4n, which is 4 into time. Now you can either write R by 4 or you can write R upon 400. Understood? So this is A, just correct it. This is A is equal to. Do I move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now we are going to do the questions. So I have covered 5 to 6 questions and I have planned to take it up today in the class. So you have to first understand the question, then I will give you the time, you will copy the solution. So now type 1 is that we have just got introduced to the formula. So compound interest using formula. Calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 10,000 for 2 years at 8% per annum compounded annually. Very, very simple situation. I've been given the principal, I've been given time, I've been given rate percent, and my interest is compounded annually. Very, very normal situation. So I'm going to simply just write. Now this is the way I want you all to do the answer. You will write the solution and then you will write all the given values in the question. Principal is equal to, rate is equal to, time is equal to. Then very important, which many of you miss out, is this portion which I have written with pink pen. A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power T or N, whatever you feel correct. You can just write it, both are correct. After that, you will put the values. So first thing, write all the given values. Second step, write the formula. Then third step is write the numerical values of the which are given in the question. And then from putting the values, this step to this step, children, many of you don't understand how 1 plus 8 by 100 becomes 108 by 100. So in this particular question, I have shown this intermediate step. But now you are expected to understand that this is how it works. 1 plus 8 by 100, you take the LCM as 100 and your numerators get affected. Especially this one,
Multiplication.
where you don't see any denominator. So 1 is nothing but 1 upon 1. So when you will cross multiply, this 100 gets multiplied with 1 and you get 100. And here in the denominator, nothing is there. So you assume it as 1. So 1 getting multiplied with 8, you get 8 over here. Very important, because many of you don't understand how from here we get this 108 upon 100. And then you open this bracket. Here there is 2 powers, so obviously 108 into 108, and denominator it is 100 into 100, and after cancelling and multiplying you get this. So this is your amount, not compound interest. This formula is for calculation of amount, and that is why I've written the formula with a different color. Please pay attention, put some mark, because many of you don't understand that this is not the formula for CI. This is the final amount. After that, you're going to calculate compound interest, which is A minus P. A you have already calculated, P is given in the question, and put the values and get the answer. So calculation of compound interest is just a 2-step subtraction. Main formula is getting the amount. Okay, so here I have written answer. That means you're going to write the statement for the answer. I have not written it. I've been telling you that this step is also very important. Whenever we are dealing with word problem, answer statement has to be there. So that is why I've just written answer and I have not framed the answer. I want you all to frame the answer. The question is asking you amount and compound interest both. So you will write 2 statements, maybe small and simple ones, but please write it right now in your notebook.
This question we have to copy it now.
Yes, beta, copy the question quickly. You can just copy
Done,
the
ma'am.
figures.
Okay, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done,
Done?
ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Next question. Type.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm doing
Ma'am,
it.
please wait.
Okay.
Ma'am, please wait, we are copying.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, this is the repetition, children. You can even write, do it, complete it on your own. You know the formula. There's nothing new in this question. Okay, so I'll move forward.
Okay,
Type,
ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
okay, type 2. When interest is compounded half yearly. So the formula you have already written. Now this is the question. Calculate the amount and compound interest. Your principal is 62,500 for 1.5 years. Rate of percent is 8% and compounded half yearly. So first thing again, you will write principal, you will write rate, you will write, after writing rate, you will write 8% per annum, which is equal to 4% half yearly, isn't it? For every half year, it is going to be
Yes, ma'am.
4%, half of 8. Similarly, time is 1.5 years. You have taken your loan. So 1.5 years is nothing but 3/2. You convert it into improper fraction. It is 3/2 years. And you double it up, 3/2 into 2, which becomes 3.5 years. Okay. So because 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So now in place of time, you are not going to write 3/2. You will just write 3 because you have doubled it. Okay. Now again, you will write the same formula. I have not changed the formula. I have written the same formula. I have instead changed the values of T and R. Are you getting what I'm saying? I have written the same formula. I have not written R/2 over here and I have not written 2n over here because I have already done R/2 over here. I have already done 2n over here. Are you getting? So there are two ways. One is that you don't change the values over here. You keep R as 8 and you keep your time as 3/2 and you apply the formula, specific formula for amount which I have given you just now for half yearly, right? One way is doing
Yes.
that. Another way is you stick to one formula only because some children get confused. So stick to one formula, which is a general formula, and you do the reduction of rate and doubling of time separately and just put the values over here. And after putting the values, you will again simplify this part, which is 1 plus 4/100. You'll get 104/100. How do you get it? That I have explained you in the previous question. After multiplying it 3 times, because the power is 3, and after calculating, I have not shown the entire calculation. Once you calculate, cut it up and down, you will get 70,304 as your amount. So compound interest again is A minus P. So 70,003 minus 4 minus 62,500 will give you 7,804. And this is how I want you all to write the answer statement. Amount at the end of 1.5 years is 70,304 and compound interest is 7,804. So just imagine in a span of 1.5 years, if I have taken 62,500, I'll be giving back 70,304, which is quite high. Just
Done, ma'am.
So because my interest is compounded half yearly, that is why it is high. If it is calculated yearly, then it will be less amount.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can we cut 104 upon 100
Yes,
within
you
the
can. You can. You can.
Okay, ma'am.
This portion is your wish. Only thing is your calculation should be right. You can reduce it to the lowest term and then you can put the values over here, or you let it be like that and your wish. So copy it and then I'll move on to the next type.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Whatever I have marked with red pen, you also from tomorrow's class, please get a different color and keep marking those, highlighting those things which I highlight in my solution, so that when you look back, you know what are the important things which you have to remember.
Done, ma'am.
Okay,
Done,
type 3. Now I have to calculate rate percent over here. So at what rate percent per annum compound?
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Do I move to the previous page?
Yes, ma'am, just a minute.
Yeah.
Done, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome, beta. Type 3. Now here we have to find out the rate percent. To find out the rate percent is the heading. This is type 3. At what rate percent per annum compound interest will rupees 6250 amount to? Now here two numbers in rupees are given. So it is very, very important for you to understand that these two numbers which are given in the question, what are those amounts? Because there are three numbers which are in rupees. One is principal, another one is compound interest, third one is amount. So out of the three things, which are these two numbers? So if you read the question, he's asking at what rate percent per annum compound interest will rupees 6250 amount to? So amount to means this is the amount, this is the principal. So principal is given to you, amount is given to you, time is given to you, and they are asking the rate percent. So again, first thing,
Ma'am, I got it.
you will write the formula, put the values. Now here, children, you need to understand certain things. Once you put the values, you will get this after putting the values. Now, once I take the LCM of 1 plus R by 100, and after cross multiplying, I'll get 100 plus R. Now, some of the children, what do? 100 plus R. In the next step, they make it 100 R. 100 plus R is never 100 R. Between 100 and R, there is a plus sign, and 100 and R are unlike terms. So they cannot be added. You cannot squeeze them. It will remain 100 plus R only. They are unlike terms. So you will keep 100 plus R as 100 plus R only and not 100 R, because your operation is addition and not multiplication. 100 R means 100 and R are getting multiplied. But here 100 and R are not getting multiplied, they are getting added. So 100 plus R upon 100 and put the bracket and power 2. Now this bracket is getting multiplied with 6250. Once you will transpose 6250 to the left side, it was here in the numerator, there it will go in the denominator. After that, you will cut 0, 0, and this is your left side, 729 upon 625. And your right side is 100 plus R upon 100 and raised to the power 2. Always you will put bracket, and it is compulsory. It's compulsory over here to put bracket because your numerator is a combination of two terms.
Done, ma'am.
After that, you will get this also into power. Now 729 is a perfect square of
Done, ma'am.
27 and 625 is a perfect square of 25. Okay, don't interrupt children in between. Even if you're done, let me finish with my explanation. So 729 is a perfect square of 27, 625 is a perfect square of 25. So I wrote 729 upon 625 as 27 upon 25 bracket, and outside bracket I put square. Now this step is very, very important, and that is why I've written very important, because from here you have to get this step, and when the rate is unknown, always you will get the powers same.
Excuse me,
always.
ma'am.
And if you are not getting the power same, that means somewhere there is a mistake. And we know that the powers can only be same when the bases are equal, right? We used to write when the bases are equal, we can equate the powers. Now here powers are same, so you can equate the bases. You don't need to write that sentence. You will directly from here, once your powers are same, you will just equate both sides bases. That means your left side base will be equal to right side base. So you will reach over here, 27 upon 25 is equal to 100 plus r by 100. Now 100 plus r is the numerator. You will still keep it in the bracket. You will transpose this 100 to the left side. So right side it is in the numerator, denominator. Left side it will go in the numerator. So you will get 27 into 100 upon 25. You cancel 25 and 100 and you'll get 4 upon 1. And here it is 100 plus r only. Now here in the left side I got 27 into 4 is equal to 100 plus r. 27 into 4 is 108. You transpose 100 to the left side, it becomes 108 minus 100. So R is equal to rate per 8% per annum. Write the answer statement on your own.
Ma'am, I did it in a little different way over here.
What is different, beta? Just tell me.
Ma'am, over here,
Hmm.
ma'am, I removed the brackets and then I transposed 100 to 27 and 25 to 100 plus r.
But how did you remove
I
the
got the
bracket? Because
answer.
there is no. How can you remove the bracket? Because there is
I
a
have,
square. What will happen?
ma'am, I cut the squares.
I
I cut the squares.
So that is one and the same thing. That is one. I have not cut it. I have just equated because my powers were same. You have just shown the cancellation of power, right, Kirija?
Yes, ma'am.
That's perfectly fine. You can show that. Cancel the powers and equate the bases.
Yes, ma'am.
So rest everything is same. Then you will reach here only, right?
Yes.
Only that step is additional where you are cancelling the power. So that's perfectly fine. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So do I move
Yes,
on to the
ma'am.
type 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, please switch off your audio. It is disturbing the class.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, like we made the left hand side to the perfect square, but what if they are not perfect squares?
They will be, beta. They will be. If you have to calculate this, the rate percent, your left side power has to be same as right side.
No, but
Otherwise,
what
you
if like
729
729 upon 625 ke jagah they give 730 upon 630?
No,
so
they
how
will
we
not.
do?
That is what I'm saying. No. Otherwise, you can't calculate. Otherwise, you can't calculate. The powers have to be same. Then it's a wrong
Okay.
question.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thank
do I
you,
move
ma'am.
forward?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Type 4. To find time. In what time will rupees 5120 amount to 7290 at 12.5% per annum compounded annually? Step 1. You will write all the values. Principal over here is 5120. Again, you need to understand there are two numbers which are attached with rupee symbol. So it should be very clear what are those two numbers. So if you read, it is written in what time will this figure amount to. So obviously 7290 is the
Principal will
amount.
be 5120.
Principal will be 5120. Time is, we have to calculate. So I put a question mark. Rate is 12.5%. You convert it into improper fraction because you need to convert it. So it is 12 to the 24 plus 125 upon 2% per annum. Then next step, write the formula, put the values. Now here, if you see, amount is 7290, principal is 5120, 1 plus, and my rate is a fraction. It is not a whole number. So my numerator will sit in the numerator and my denominator, this 2 will get into the denominator. There was already 100 in the denominator. So this 2 will get multiplied with 100. and finally you will get 25 upon 200. And t will remain t only because t I don't have the value. And then again the same thing, just like the previous question. 7290 is on the left side. You will transpose this 5120 also to the left side. So here it is in the numerator, there it will go and sit in the denominator. Equal to, keep the bracket there always. So 1 plus 25 upon 200, you will cancel 25 and 200 and simplify it. T will remain t. In the next step, what you need to do is, you need to uh, or either you can do one thing, you keep it as 7 by, I knew it so I did it over here. Otherwise you will realize that both your left and right sides should have same bases. So I knew that 729 is a perfect cube, and mentally I knew that 1 plus 1 upon 8 will be nothing but 9 upon 8. These two steps are additional steps which I have shown as how 1 plus 1 by 8 became 9 by 8. Otherwise over here only 1 plus 1 by 8, and the next step should be 8 plus 1 upon 8, which is 9 by 8. Now since I have to get the value of t, and t is in the power, and I can only equate
3.
the power when my bases are same. So I know that if this base is 9 by 8, it has to be 9 by 8 only. So you can, even if you don't know that what is the which number is the which number you'll cube to get 7 by 29, you will get the hint from here. By solving the right side, you are getting 9 upon 8. So 729 is nothing but a perfect cube of 9, and 512 is nothing but perfect cube of 8. And that is how you get the bases same. You have to get the bases same, then only you can equate the powers, otherwise we can't. So there you will write, when the bases are same, we can equate the powers. So here t is equal to 3 years, and then you write the answer statement. So please copy
Ma'am,
this.
I have a doubt.
Yes.
Even I have a doubt.
So
Ma'am?
Kaustubh, you ask first, and then Yashraj, you ask.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first, if we continue with 125 upon 200, wait, 225 upon 200, will you get the correct answer?
That means you're not cutting it over here, right?
No, yeah, I'm continuing with
It's
225
okay.
upon.
Still you will get it, because once you get 225 upon 200, finally you will have to reduce it to the lowest
Okay.
term. So
Okay.
either you do it over here or you do it at the end. The bottom
Okay.
idea is that t is in the power, and I will only get this t ka value from the power of the left side, and I can only equate the powers when my bases are same. So it has to come same. It will come same.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
Yashraj.
Ma'am, I didn't understand how come 2 into 100 came in
Okay.
the very first step.
This one. What is your R?
Yes, ma'am.
What is
Ma'am,
your R?
it's 25 upon 2.
25 upon 2. 25 is in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
numerator. So it
Yes,
will go
ma'am.
in the numerator. And this 2 is in
Okay.
the denominator. Right?
Okay.
And R upon 100. 100 was already there in the denominator. And R
Yes,
also
ma'am.
has got denominator. So denominator will get multiplied together.
Okay, ma'am.
R is
Thank
not
you.
a whole number. Here R is a fraction. So the denominator of R will get multiplied with the denominator of R over here.
Okay,
Understood?
ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
welcome. So please copy it, children, quickly.
I'm done. I'm done.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
So we are running short of time. Let's quickly. Now, here, type 5 to find the principal now. What sum of money will amount to? So here, one of the money number is missing. And they have already told us that amount to means 93,170 is the amount, but I don't know the principal. Time is 3 years, rate is 10%, compounded annually. Sorry. So again, you will write all the information which is given in the question, write the formula and put the values. After putting the values, you will just try to simplify it over here. Even if you don't simplify it over here, somewhere down you will have to simplify. So you can simplify over here. So 1 plus 1 upon 10, again after taking the LCM, you will get 11 upon 10. So this is where we reach. 93,170 is equal to P 11 by 10 whole cube. After that, this P is getting multiplied with 11 upon 10 cube. Don't simply copy, first understand, children. Understanding is very important. Once you understand, you can do n number of questions on your own. So when I'm explaining you please pay attention. Afterwards, you can copy, or not even, I mean, you copy few steps, and calculation part, I want you all to do it on your own. Anyways, 93,170 is equal to P. This 11 by 10 is a cube power. So I have just expanded that 11 into 11 into 11, and denominator is 10 into 10 into 10. I have to get the value of P. So all numbers I will shift to the left side. So 10 was in the denominator. All three 10s will go and sit in the numerator. And 11, all three 11s were in the numerator. They will go and sit in the denominator, and P will be there on the right side. After that, I tried to cut it. The number was big, so I cut it with 11 and I got 8470. Then 8470 into 3 times 10, and this 11 into 11 I divided, multiplied. So 11 into 11 is 121. So straight away I divided 8470 by 121. I got 70. And 70 multiplied by 1000, I will get 70,000. So my principal is 70,000.
I'm done. Wait, no.
Done, ma'am.
I'm waiting, children. You just take your time and copy it step by step. All these steps I have done it myself. I want you all to follow the same steps. Don't miss out any step. And when you are cutting and when you are dealing with such kind of numbers where the numbers are very big, it is always better to do one cutting at a time, because otherwise it becomes very messy in the same step. So try to be as neat as possible. So that is why I copied. I didn't cut the second step. I copied the number and then finally I cut it. And please write the final answer statement. I'll move on to the next last one. Okay.
No, ma'am. Wait, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. This is type 6. Now here, children, there is a difference. Please pay attention. Don't write this question. I'm going to give you in the worksheet in the evening. So please don't write the question. Just understand what I'm saying. On what sum of money will the compound interest for 2 years at 8% per annum be rupees 7488? Very important. Here, on what sum of money means he is talking about principal. So your principal is missing. Will be the compound interest. So this 7488 is not amount, it is compound interest. So neither P is given nor A is given. You cannot use the previous formula. P is missing, A is missing. Both are missing. So what you will do now, they have given you compound interest. So I have written that with pink pen. Compound interest is equal to 7488 time and rate. We know that compound interest is equal to A minus P, right? And now in place of A, you put this formula and write minus P just like that. These two formulas, some compound interest is equal to A minus P, we have done in the starting of the class. In place of A, you write the formula of A and write minus P. This minus P will be copied. Now this is one term and this is second term. From both the terms, I have taken P common and now this is my formula. So this formula is the direct formula of compound interest. You can copy this formula and try doing this question on your own. This I will give you in the worksheet. For the time being, you write, we know that, and copy these steps. Try to understand. The question will come to you as worksheet question. And I think today's class went off fine. So please cooperate like this only, one question at a time. And in the next class, I'll try to wind up this chapter. Let's see how it happens.